Hey guys, John here. Today's video is just going to be a bit of an update on the PVC green tree python enclosures that I've got behind me. Now, as you can probably tell, a little bit's changed, got a rack, a few different things. We'll go through that when I show you what's happened. Plastic's off, it's basically officially done. So very exciting times. We'll get into the video. I'll show you a few things that have changed. And I've got one snake in there now. He's just getting a bit of a rest from the ladies. So that's kind of exciting that one snake is in there doing a bit of a test run. Before I start, I got a new shirt from my mate Philip England. Check him out, Stayed and Deaf for Reptiles, on Instagram and Facebook. Always got to support the reptile community, and hopefully in the next videos I'll wear a different shirt from a different keeper. So we'll get into it and see what's new. So we're going to start from left to right. Now, although I did say it's basically done, there's a few little tweaks that I want to make over the next month or so before I end up moving all my adults in here. Now, as you can tell, what has changed, I do have them on their rack, which is an Apple shelving rack for those of you who are in Australia. I really recommend it for people that are using the 3 by 2 by 2 enclosures as I am. Now, these are all custom built by TNR Reptiles. Now, I will end up posting a little bit more about them, posting potentially some pictures, but if you want to hit them up for similar or any custom enclosures, I highly recommend that you do so. Really great communication, awesome dude Trevor, and tip-top quality. Now, for you guys that are new joining here, before I show you the enclosures, these are, like I said, all custom built. I designed them myself. Basically, everything you see, I had to think about. Now, he does have pre-made enclosures where you really don't have to do any thinking. You just say, hey, I want that one, and there you go. But for you guys that are asking specific details on this, if you are wanting more, I can definitely shoot you a message and let you know the exact dimensions, what I asked for if you're wanting something similar. Now, we'll get into it. I've got my male in that enclosure, which will probably end up last. I'll give you a bit of a rundown. Now, a little bit hard with the glare, but I can open them up. All you can see in here, it's pretty minimalistic. Very, very little in terms of actual maintenance of the enclosure, which is fairly good and very different from what I'm used to, since I used to have bioactive enclosures. Now, very simple heating source, a heat panel with the light. Now, I did go over this in the past, but I have added a few stuff like some of the plants to the enclosures. Now, these are both live plants. The ones in the corner are all fake. So I've got perched heights vary as you can see between the two. If you guys are wanting like exact measurements, like I said, just hit me up either on Instagram or Facebook. It's John's Exotics on Instagram. YouTube comments don't necessarily work the best on my phone for whatever reason, so it can be a bit of a lag and I might not respond. So as long as you hit me up on there, I'll be able to give you a hand. Now, like I said, I've basically given the rundown. The new thing I've added is the glass, 4mm glass in the PVC routed tracks. Works absolutely fine and as intended. Now, you can see there's the odd little bit of bark, cocoa bark there. Now, that's the first enclosure. We'll go on down and I'll show you the second one. Very minimalistic, like I was mentioning before. It's pretty much, I really want focus on the snakes. So as you can see, when I go up to the next enclosure with my adult male in there, he really does stand out. So I'll show you that enclosure. We'll show you the bottom one. They've got a few different live plants, and other than that, nice and simple. Now we'll go up to here. I'm not going to open the glass just because it's pretty cold in the morning where I'm filming, but you can see if I can get a better angle. There you go. That's my adult male green tree python. Locality wise, he is a mix. He's a PNG Aussie mix. You can see he does look a little Aussie, but he's got quite a bit of black and a few other things that really don't say Aussie. So he's a bit of a cross, but he's a stunning boy regardless. And he's absolutely loving this new enclosure. Now, what I mentioned in the last videos was the probes at the back, which you can see there. Now, they are perched height, and as you can see with my probe and double checking, 30 degrees. And as you go along, 27, and it's even cooler on that side. So he's having a bit of a break from the heat at the moment, and he was absolutely loving this enclosure last night. He was walking, he was crawling all around, and just exploring, which is great. And he hasn't been able to do that because his previous enclosure has been so small that he really hasn't been able to stretch out, which I have been feeling quite bad. But now that he's in here, it's a great way to get him a little bit more active, moving around, and hopefully he'll start feeding again now that he's away from the ladies. So the main thing I said I was going to do was the temperature probe and add the glass, which obviously you can see. Now, the thermostats are here, which absolutely look horrible. And as you can see, they're all pretty much bang on where I need them to be. There you go, focused. These are the Inkbird I think they're 360 or 306T. They're the Wi-Fi compatible models. Really recommend them, very easy to set, but I would also recommend double checking them with the temp gun or another temp probe. And I've actually found that real cheap temp probe that I got to actually bang on. I've had three temperature, 2 temp guns and 3 temp probes, and that one's actually happened to be right. So I do recommend, because all of these they're about a degree or so out, but they're really easy to set with calibration mode. So I'll show you guys the back just to get a bit of an idea. Now, real simple. All this cord management will look a lot better once I'm done and it's in their final spot, which is going to be inside the house. But it's just testing here currently in the garage. Now, a lot of people have been asking to take a look at the shelving rack that I've gotten them on. Like I said, this is about a 650 to 700, depending if you get the wheels or not, shelving unit rack that I purchased from Apple Shelving. Super sturdy, super great. The benefit of this is that, 1, the enclosures aren't on the ground, and 2, I've got some really nice drawers that I can store my tongs, sprayers, everything like that. So it alleviates a lot of the clutter that I have in the house, which is great. And obviously, if you're a clean freak like myself and want stuff to be put away, all you got to miss is an agony out. Really good if to clear some of that clutter out. Apart from that, nothing really else has changed. Apart from that glass, like I said, I did purchase all this was custom cut glass from Glass and Aluminum. Dare I say, it did cost me a pretty penny to get this glass cut. But nevertheless, it's great. It's got all beveled edges. I ended up just going out and getting the best that I could. Hard to see, but it does have fully rounded corners. You really can't see. So it doesn't scratch the PVC. That's something I was really worried about, and something, if you guys are going to go PVC, you've got to be a bit careful that you're not going to get glass that's going to absolutely chew through the track. If you've got metal tracks, no problem, but considering my situation, not ideal. Now, there you go. You can see this boy. I'll do a bit of an update on most of the other snakes in the future. So let me know what you guys want to really see. Because I'm trying to get a little bit more involved with the YouTube making side of things. So I dare say you'll see a bit more frequency now that I'm starting to move them into their adult enclosures. So we'll see how that goes. But this is just a quick overview. Really simple in terms of mounting. I know I did say I'd show how to mount everything. You can see the garage is absolutely cluttered. See if I can get that to focus. Why is that not working? There you go, nylon cable ties. It's got the screw holes. Super simple when it comes to mounting. Screwed through the back and screwed on. So if you guys want to know the ins and outs of these enclosures or a little bit more in depth on anything, please comment or message me below, because I'm happy to send you a personal video, or if you think it's big enough to make an actual video that everyone wants to see, if I get enough comments on it or messages, I'll make an actual YouTube video. So I hope you guys like this video. Soon, hopefully we'll get this in the snake room slash fish room, and we can get these guys living their best life. So appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next video.